Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I am going to show you guys how to make this is the first Valentine's recipe for this year. There's going to be a second one, which I'm super excited about. The idea behind these cupcakes, macarons. Okay, so you guys know I'm obsessed with Nicki Minaj, right? Well, there's this song called All Eyes on You with her and this guy called Meek Mills. And there's a lyric in there and she says, I think this guy's catching feelings. And I thought catching feelings is the perfect name for these macarons. Now, they're also inspired by my favorite French pastry chef, Pierre Hermé. I hope I'm saying that right. But this is kind of like my blackberry gothic take on one of his like raspberry macarons. Some of you might have actually seen it, but it's gorgeous. This is my black version of that. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get stuck into it. I've also got an announcement at the end of the video, so stick around for that. This is how you make them. Okay guys, so this is super easy. So we're gonna add our powdered sugar, almond meal, and activated food safe charcoal. You can grab this from health food stores, online, or like your local store. So you want to pulse those ingredients just until they're mixed. And don't overmix because then you risk releasing the oils from the almond meal. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit differently today. We're going to pop this into a sift which is sitting in a bowl, and we're going to sift these ingredients into the bowl. And you can see those really big bits of almonds are left behind. Just throw those in the bin. Now I'm going to make a little well in the center of my almond meal mixture and add my first batch of egg whites, measuring 110 grams. We're going to mix that until it forms a paste, cover it with plastic wrap and set it aside. Next we're going to make our syrup, so add your water and sugar into a small saucepan. Excuse the messy hot plate, I forgot to clean it and then I turned it on and it got too hot to actually wash. So we want to just gently mix this and then bring it to a boil. Now we are going to use a candy thermometer to bring this to 115 degrees Celsius. Once it reaches that, you want to pop your second batch of egg whites into the bowl of a stand mixer, or you can use a hand mixer, and we're going to mix this and get it nice and frothy. Then once you reach 118 degrees Celsius, you're going to very slowly, in a thin and steady stream, pour that very hot syrup into your egg whites while the mixer is on high speed. Now, when you get it nice and thick and glossy, you know it's done. So you're going to add a spatula full of that to your almond mixture from earlier on. Mix that in. You can be rough with this. Don't worry about over mixing. And make sure it's really mixed in well, guys. There's no bits of meringue that hasn't been mixed in properly. Then you want to add the rest of your meringue. And guys, this is the point where most people make a mistake. It's in the mixing stage, and if you don't get this right, it can cause a lot of problems later on when it comes to baking. So, a lot of people count the amount of times that they mix. I think the best thing to do is to actually know what texture and consistency to look for. So I like to call that consistency the ribbon stage. So to get to the ribbon stage, you want to use a spatula, go around the bowl with a spatula and then through the middle, and this helps deflate your mixture so that you can get it thin enough so that when it falls off the spatula, back into the mixture, it kind of falls in like a ribbon. And when it disappears back into the rest of the mixture after about 10 seconds, then you know it's done. That's the perfect time to stop mixing. So I've just lined my baking tray with a baking mat. You can use baking paper as well. I'm going to pipe these about 4 centimeters in width using a large round tip. We're going to gently tap the tray 3 times just to help any of those air bubbles in the mixture rise to the top. And then you want to let these sit for about 30 minutes. Let them develop a little bit of a skin. And if you can touch them and they're not wet to the touch, they're ready to bake. So you want to bake these on 180 degrees Celsius for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now, once they're baked, let them cool down completely before you try taking them off the tray. So I've got some chocolate buttercream frosting here. I'm going to add some more of that charcoal to there because we want to make this black. mix it until it's well combined. Now guys, be careful because that charcoal is just as messy as cocoa powder. So we're going to pipe a blob of that onto one of your macaron shells. Now we're going to use that frosting to actually help the blackberries stick to the macaron. Then you want to sandwich it with another macaron shell. And guys, that is pretty much it. Okay guys, so those were my catching feelings blackberry macarons. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this for the first time, welcome. And okay, now, we haven't done a Q&A in a very long time. And I know that the last time I asked you guys to leave questions that I was going to do a Q&A. I didn't actually get around to doing it. It was like a crazy time at that time. But I want to do one because I've been getting a lot of questions. Now, if you're not following me over on Instagram, I really recommend you do, because my Instagram stories, I have a little bit of fun with you guys on there. Now, I've been trying to answer some of the questions on my Instagram stories lately. A lot of you have been loving that, which is awesome. And if you want to see the questions that I've answered so far, hop over onto my Instagram homepage, and that little highlight bar with all the bubbles, click on the one that says "Hey Nick," and I've got some questions over there, including why I don't cream my butter and sugar together. Now, I want you guys to leave your questions in the comments down below, and I will make a video. I will actually make it this time, and I'll answer all of your questions, well, as many as I can in that video. So leave your comments down below, leave your questions, and I'm looking forward to making a video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.